What is adaptive testing? Adaptive testing, or Computerized Adaptive Testing, CAT, as the name suggests, is a computer test that adapts to the user's ability or level. To do this, the CAT test needs to have a stock of questions for all levels, but only a limited amount is used during the actual test. How the user answers the first question determines the level of the second question. How the second question is answered determines the third question, and so on. Here is how it works. If you answer the first question or sets of questions correctly, the computer will adjust the next question to a higher level. If the test taker continues to answer the questions correctly, the adaptive test will continue to increase the difficulty level. The CAT test will continue to adjust the difficulty until it is able to assess the level of the test taker. Here is a good illustration from the Center of Evaluation and Monitoring channel. Link in the description.
If the student is doing well and answering questions correctly, the difficulty of the questions increases. However, if they are struggling to answer questions correctly, they will face slightly easier questions. The computer program continues to select questions until the student's ability has been pinpointed.
One of the earliest known adaptive tests was the Stanford Binet intelligence scales in 1916. This was used to assess intelligence in young children. The test was developed by Louis Thurman, based off of the work of Alfred Binet. Although not assessed on computers, it's considered an adaptive test because the questions given would change depending on the child's answer. If the child answers 3 easy questions correct in a row, the examiner would adjust the difficulty level. Adaptive tests conducted on computers have been around since the 1970s. One area where the CAT test has been used widely is language tests. For example, the GETS placement test is an English CAT test. It assesses a test taker's reading and listening level based on a scale called the CEFR. It starts off at the mid-level of the scale, the B1 or intermediate level. If the test taker can answer questions correctly, it will be adjusted to the next highest level, B2, and so on. It will adjust to lower levels if the test taker answers incorrectly. This is just one example. CAT tests are versatile and can be used for a wide range of topics and marking scales. What are the benefits of CAT testing? CAT tests are shorter than traditional tests. This is because test takers don't have to waste too much time answering questions that are too easy or too difficult. Shorter tests also means reduced fatigue or boredom for test takers. CAT test results are determined instantly via the test algorithm rather than by human assessment. This usually means faster results and reduced costs. Since the test questions are determined by an algorithm, each test is unique to the individual test taker. This makes cheating harder and the test more secure. What are the downsides to adaptive testing? It can be expensive for a school or company to develop the test at first. In the beginning, they need to develop a large number of questions for the question pool, and they need to know which level each question is. Because the way they answer a question determines the next question, it's not possible for a test taker to go back and change their answer to any previous questions. Another disadvantage is the question type is limited to objective answers. Assessment of poetry or a speaking exam is not possible with most current CAT tests. Although this is already starting to change with AI assessment of more subjective question topics, such as English writing and speaking exams. CAT tests have been around for several decades, and further developments in AI will ensure their continued usage.